The first truth is that God's voice will always elevate you. God's voice is never going to pull you down, is never going to lower your frequency, your vibration. His voice is never going to deharmonize you or misalign you. His voice always pushes you to greatness, pushes you to the light, and makes you more harmonious and more aligned. And on the other hand, your ego's voice, aka the flesh, inflates you, distracts you, and conflates your identity. God's voice calls you upward, and the ego tries to make you feel larger without actually improving. One voice sharpens your character, while the other voice pampers to your comfort. God's voice always carries a specific signature. It's always calm. It is never frantic. It never begs. It never pressures. And it never manipulates. It is abundantly steady, and it is morally consistent. It tends to push you into responsibility and sacrifice and not escape. It aligns with who you must become, your destiny and your legacy, not who you currently are or what your desires are gravitating towards. God's instruction usually has weight to it, but never anxiety. Pressure breaks you, weight shapes you. Your internal voices are not all the same. You have the ego voice that seeks validation and safety in the short term. We have a wounded voice that speaks from insecurity, pain, trauma, and old memories that have not healed. But conversely, you have the divine voice as well, the voice that feels like stillness moving. It always speaks with clarity even when the message is uncomfortable. It never appeals to your cravings, not at all. It particularly appeals to your consciousness. The voice of God will often disagree with your emotions and your desires. The voice of God will continuously challenge your preferences, and it will stretch your patience. A divine message is rarely flattering. Divine messages refine you. On a biological level, you can only hear God when your physiological mind is not inflamed and when your soul is not cluttered. When your nervous system is chaotic, the inner noise drowns out everything that is higher. The ego thrives in emotional storms. God speaks on the other side of those storms. This is why clarity often comes after prayer, fasting, solitude, or even self-discipline. God does not compete with noise. He waits for silence, whereas chaos and the egoic mind prosper and envelop themselves through this chaos. God never does this. There is one moral test that reveals whether or not these are egoic voices or godly voices.